Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It has been quite some time since I streamed, but today we will stream the trading. So, I just had a newborn, so my time and full-time work and school have been taking most of my time, so I haven't been able to invest much time into trading. But we will that's what we're doing today, so I'm excited. This morning I was looking. This sell side down here was not taken yet. At 9:30 opening bell, it went down there, but we didn't never finish sweeping out the lows. The new day opening gap is right here. I don't know. Today I didn't see. If anything, I was thinking we should go down to this low here and sweep out yesterday's low, considering, I believe for a couple days the market's going to be bearish. It's been in a consolidation for quite some time. Um, as you can see on the daily, just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. We are at a very, in this range, we are at an extreme discount, hitting this order block there. And we took out, if we were basing our bias off of market structure alone, we took out this high here, and so we should receive, like if we dip down into this order block, we should see a push out of it. But yeah, the market right now, I'm just kind of being more patient to look for scalping setups. Um, yeah, my thought was, since it didn't sweep down out these lows here yet, that's kind of where I was looking at. But if we see market structure start to change, then my first target was here, and then my second target would be in this gap up here, where the some more buy side rests, like up here and up here. But yeah, the way it was just kind of going back and forth, even though we did market structure would indicate based off of, sweeping this low here, that this price range should support price. But I just didn't like the way it was forming. It seemed very volatile this morning, just back and forth. I don't know. I can't tell you the exact reasons why. Well, I mean, I can tell you some of the reasons why. I wasn't seeing it, and then I think I just didn't like the look. I didn't like the feeling or the look. I had just the feeling and the look I didn't like. Um, this was my original plan if I was to trade. I had this up on my chart, but even if that trade worked out, the trade is not really for me. This is your 9:30 opening gap, 9:30 fair value gap. I mean, price traded up into this little imbalance here, or what do you call that? I forget what you call it, but yeah. Anyways, liquidity void here. So I'm just gonna wait. We might not have any action this morning. I'm gonna wait for the 10 o'clock. I would be interested in seeing if we can maybe take a short up in here. Try to get a low risk to reward setup, especially in these environments. I'm trying to get the tightest stop loss I can, and try to minimize my risk. So if we were to take another short, we did sweep these here. Market structure would indicate to me that we should continue lower. It doesn't mean that it is going to. Let me see if I can get it 1 to 2. So I would want to risk. That's how much I'm willing to risk on this trade, is about $30. if we do look at my daily. So this is at 9 o'clock you get a new 4-hour candle, excuse me, that develops. And so I usually like to mark these areas on my chart. Because if we're trading below it, if we continue to trade below it, more than likely it's gonna, continue lower. So like if you were to draw the 4-hour candle, if you were to draw the 4-hour candle, it would look like that. So you have your opening, you gotta wake up here, and then now we're going down. So this one hasn't finished closing, so it'd be like that right now. Like the 4-hour would look like that. So you have your open, high, low, close with a power of 3, which is really a great at least a great technique to use is on the 4-hour. So like you have your daily open, high, low, close for bearishness, but you can also translate that into the 4-hour to get your scalps in. So your 4-hour candle will form like that. Let's see. Let's take a look. Yeah. So that's your 4-hour candle. I don't know why. Hold on. So this is one question I always had. Is like on what is this? Awanda or what is it? Yeah, on Awanda, the new 4-hour starts at 9 o'clock, and then on Pepperstone, the new hour starts at 10 o'clock. I base my stuff off of Awanda's price time at 9 o'clock. But yeah. So if we look at Awanda, that's what the 4-hour looks like. We have the open, and then we're going further down. So. Alright, this is yesterday's low. I usually draw a fib from the high of the day, which would be at this 100% here, to the low, and those give you, areas of liquidity, and then more of like a intraday target instead of a scalp. You can still use it as a scalping target, but even though I was right on my bias here today, as far as where it should trail to, I think my trade was something like that. I was planning on it to go down there. It doesn't mean that I should have taken that trade. I just don't like this sloppiness. When it broke down here, that's great. Uh, One thing I've been learning about my trading is sometimes I will take like trades like in here, just like, oh, it's going down, it's going down. And then, I might sell here. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go down, and then it pulls up, 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 stops me out, and then goes in the direction that I was thinking. So because of that, my risk to reward was terrible. And like for example, like if I was to put my stop on that high, and then I have to go way farther. Like I have to aim for a target that's really, really far down, and the market might not even go down there. Or it might take a while, like maybe 2 hours, or who knows. Sometimes it doesn't go down all the way, and it'll go down like this, and then it'll come back, stop me out just to continue down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like time is not on my side when I try to target. At least I'm not experienced to target those levels yet. Kind of like low hanging fruit is what I'm more interested in. So like the target over here was definitely a great target to aim for. We dipped down, not taking that, like dipped down into this, not sweeping these lows here, these equal lows, and then pulled back up into the 930 fair value gap, first presented fair value gap up here, and then we went lower. So I just, if I was to take a trade here, like this, is just I would have to risk $111, and I'd have to aim for, I aim for a 2-to-1 risk reward, so I'd have to aim for down here. Doesn't mean it's gonna make it, but my next sell side target is down here, but I don't know, it's not my cup of tea to have this big of a risk. I like something smaller. So like if it was to come back, if price was like to come back up into the order block here, which it did a little bit, it touched it here before leaving. That honestly would have been an alright trade, is trading right here. I was just wanting it to pull back up a little bit more so I could get a tighter stop, but that way my trades are shorter. Because like if I get a trade up in here, I have like a stop there, and then I have, I can easily get a 2-to-1 a lot faster. So I'm risking 47 to get 97, right? I can easily get that versus sometimes I'm a little bit impatient, which I'm working on it, versus trying to aim for like an extreme low. My trades, I like to be just in and out really quickly, and if I can get a good risk to reward, that's kind of like it needs to. I'm demanding that it comes up to a certain level so I can get a better risk to reward, and that way I'm not waiting in my trade for 30 minutes. Maximum time I would wait for a trade is like 30 minutes. But I usually like within the first 15 to 10 minutes, like for my trade to play out. So as you can see, this one, short position, this one played out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. It played out. And that's one thing I've learned too is that sometimes I won't demand the market to get, or I won't wait for the market to get at a level that I'm more comfortable in buying in or selling in. And then I eventually get like I risk way too much than what I would like to have risked on the trade, and then I have to make up for it. And it's just I've just been more patient and demanding it to come to a level that I like. All right, so we've broken down here. This run closed below that low. We also closed below this low. I don't really have anything. I need to look back again on my past 20 days. But this was on the daily chart. This was a sell side level on the daily chart. Um, we could dump down there. It's just not seeing it. Let's see what it does in here. I usually like setups like where, you know, I really don't. I like the setups where like we close below the day and then get back of it above the yesterday's low, and then we start trailing higher. But on the structure here, let me look on the daily. This could definitely be a liquidity sweep because we have yesterday, we have a higher low, and then we just get this liquidity sweep down here. But the way the economy is right now with everything, it's I mean, it's kind of up in the air, honestly. Not on intraday bias, but more on like on long term. Let me wait here and see what we get. So it's 10:03. See if we can get a. That's our gap. This is our new hour open. So new hour open, we go power of 3, go below. One will look like we're making our way higher. So I would want to see inversion on this. If we get a close, let's see if we can get an inversion. And then draw back up into this range here. So my target would be a short target of like maybe up here. See if we can get a good risk to reward. And then my just below there, so that's a 2.3. I'm buying one there. Risking $51, so yeah, buy one. You know what? I'm actually going to take a sell. I'm actually going to wait to see what the market's going to do. The only thing that I don't like about this trade is this right here. If we were to go short again. If we get another, like if we come up in here and we break lower, I'm gonna try to look for a target of that level there, the 25. If we break below the yesterday's low again. Right now we're trailing back up above it, so we could see like one of the candles that like has a close below this and then has a long wick back up. So I think I'm just gonna watch the market. Had a pretty good solid trade yesterday. I'm just gonna wait for this to see what it's wanting to do. Honestly, this wouldn't be bad taking a short. It'd be low risk to reward. So yeah, you have to wait down to the 2. Yeah, that 2 right there. Supposed to plan on that holding. That's not bad. I don't know. I don't like it. If I was able to get a 2-to-1 before it hits inside here, then yeah, maybe. We'll see what it does. If we break below here, and then we have our 10 o'clock opening, break below that, it wants to show its hand to go lower, then we'll try to get a 2-to-1 for a target of around this level here. But right now I'm going to sit on my hands. Because structure would indicate for us to go lower. Because we broke this low, we broke yesterday's low, so structure would say, price is going to go lower. But we're at such a level on the daily that, I mean, we could essentially get a little move higher on the daily. So like inside this order block here is where it traded, and then now it's moving above mean threshold, and possibly could go higher. So like this area here is potential area for reversal higher. So by trying to take a short off of this to go lower might not be prudent. But also, taking a long right at this level, I'm not really comfortable either with until it really shows me a better market structure that's like, hey, I'm going higher now. So it'd look like we'd, close above this higher time frame, and then we kind of kind of work its way in here, and then we can start aiming for like, when it hits up into this level here, start aiming for this buy side. And we'll see what it does. As you can see, price is playing off the little box here that we have. So it went up, touched that the top of the order block, went down, hit inside around this area, drove price higher to the top again, and then it was bouncing back and forth off of this level, broke down, bounced off that level again to go short, closed, and then went down all the way down to here to that level before getting a bounce, and now we're stuck at this level here, and then maybe we get a push down. I guess if it pushes down, I'd like to see this get close through the 25 level and that get close through. I'm gonna wait for around 10:30 to look for something. Something should happen around that time. So get closed below here and then get a little inversion, and then we can take a sell and aim for that. That's what I would like to see. By trying to take a short off of this lower, might not be. Also, taking a long right at this level, Well, I think I'm gonna wait till 10:30 to see if I can get anything, but I think we might not trade today. You see, it's just kind of slowly going. Maybe get something here soon, but if we do break up above this, see if we can get a little retracement and then push higher. See what we can get. Two. I'll take a sell there. Aim for 60. I like that risk to reward. See if we can get a push lower or not. If not, then we'll probably finish the day. We do have a order block here paired with this little fair value gap, so we might dip into this and go higher, but hopefully we can push below that, show some signs of bearishness, and get down to that level there. if we kind of reduce my risk. So if I lose the trade, I'll probably be taking out the commission. But if it decides to spike back up here, now we're at a 1-to-1, but I want a 1-to-2. So let's see if we can get down to this level. This is looking good too because we have the close below that gap. It's treating it as inversion right now, so that's promising. So we can get down here. It might come back. Let me just cover my commission, and then it's probably gonna come back, but we'll see. Sometimes these little, even though you have a shift of market structure or pull back into an order block here, sometimes it'll go right through it. What? Cocoloco? Let's see what it does. It's more than likely gonna, yeah, it's gonna take me out. I wouldn't like to see it close above here. I'd like for this to act as resistance for price to be bullish, so I want it to act for a bearishness. Like I want it to be able to drive price lower. So that's why I moved my stop loss here. I'm really aggressive with my so far with my stop losses, especially beginning. I mean, I feel like, you know, the key to the game is not to lose money, right? So even if I get stopped out like here, I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. There's my take profit. I'm really happy with that trade. I'm glad we that was really good. 1-to-2 risk to reward for that one. That's what I aim, those little short scalps like that. And yeah, I'm really happy with that trade. All right, well, so we got in around here, and granted, my I don't have like real market data yet, like real time yet. This is a demo, by the way, trading demo. Let's see. Since I got back into trading, instead of going straight to a prop firm, decided to get some warm-ups in before I start doing that. Anchor stops here. And we had a, what do we get? Yeah. So we got a 1.1 to 1.97, but yeah, I'm happy with that trade. I'll take that. Alright, well, I think that concludes my day. I got a trade in for the record. As I using YouTube and live trading just as my journal. Maybe I'll come out with educational content once I'm profitable and I can prove that I am. So, but also I might come out with some stuff that I've learned and from experience. But alright, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully I can start doing this more consistently and getting some reps in before I go back to a prop firm. So, alright, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.